You are listening to WIN on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO The Vibe.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the WIN Show on KZKO. Take part with the cast by sending your suggestions for each segment throughout the week or during the show by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, Twitter at World Improv Net, or the WIN KZKO blog. Now, enjoy the show. It's local. It's global. You are listening to WIN World Local News.
WIN World Local News with Potter Smittss. Our top story today is brought to us by WIN Facebook contributor Rachel of Los Angeles, California. During the 87th Academy Awards ceremony, or often referred to as the Oscars, in Hollywood, California, a high degree of social and political activism was put forth during the acceptance speeches of the wealthy Oscar award-winning actors. To get on the soapbox of the story, let's go live to WIN Hollywood Entertainment reporter Valley Girl Jane, who's on Sunset Boulevard with the details. Valley Girl?
Thanks, Potter. Hey. So I'm out here in a Louis Ferragamo shoes and a Vera Wang dress, just chilling here at the corner of Sunset and Alameda, and I have with me last night's winner, Eddie Redmayne, for Best Actor. Eddie, well, you were looking great.
Hi. Yeah, thanks. I'm wearing a suit that was tailored by Mr. Gap. This hat is also by Mr. Gap.
Wow.
I'm wearing everything as Mr. Gap except my socks, which are from the Sock Man, which is a little store in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, how daring.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite sock places.
Well, and you made quite the statement last night regarding the world view of socks and how people are treating their socks. And the crisis that we all deal with of losing socks. Eddie, what possessed you to take such a strong stand?
Well, that was more, it was a metaphor. Socks are a metaphor for grassroots efforts. Because we're losing track of our grassroots efforts. We're getting swept up in all this corporate hullabaloo.
Yeah.
You know, the world does not operate purely from a top-down perspective. We gotta look at our feet. We gotta look at our socks, and we gotta look at what's underneath them, which is the earth.
Oh, so the earth is what we really should be paying attention to. And what can we better do with the earth, Eddie?
Well, we cannot deplete the resources so quickly. We can be more, we can reuse, reduce, recycle, that kind of stuff. Though recycling is kind of a contestable area. Some people have shown that it actually uses more energy than it conserves.
I just want to make sure I understand, because it sounds like you're saying that I should start, like, reusing my clothes. But, like, if I've worn them once, I mean, then people have seen them and they're done. So they should just be, like, thrown away.
No, I would say reuse them. Use your clothes more than once. I've had these socks for about 6 years now, and they're getting kind of worn out. But
I'm sorry. You got these socks 6 years ago, and you've been wearing them since?
I actually got them 10 years ago, and I didn't start.
Oh my God!
I didn't start wearing them until 6 years ago.
Oh my God! I am, like, seriously losing respect for you, Mr. Redmayne?
I'm seriously losing respect. I've lost my respect for you. You only wear your clothes once. That's such a waste. What do you do with them after that first use? You donate them, right?
No, I typically burn them for warmth. You know, and maybe, like, roast marshmallows on them, or just throw them out into, like, a big pile.
Where did you learn that? I mean, who said that was a good idea?
This was a philosophy that I came up with because I am what I like to call fashion forward. And, you know, I want to always be seen looking good. I don't want to walk down the street and have somebody say, oh, I saw her wearing those socks last year. Ew.
Wow.
You know, I would think with the amount of money you make as a Hollywood actor that you could afford new clothes.
You know, a mannequin wore those clothes before you did. Does that count?
Oh my God. I didn't even think of that. You've really opened my eyes.
You're using
Mr.
used
Redman.
clothes. You're using used clothes.
Oh my God.
You're reusing clothes.
Oh my God. Do you have a light? Can I borrow? Do you have a lighter?
I don't think that's a good idea.
No, I'm sorry. Potter, back to you. I have a fashion emergency to take care of.
Oh, wow, Valley Girl. Wow, way to go green and way to come to an epiphany. Well, our next story is a case of international espionage, which was brought to us by WIN contributor Martin of Freiburg, Germany. The largest German financial institutions and banks were cyber-hacked by Soviet Union dictator Joseph Stalin's secret police, the People's Commissariat for Internal Affairs, or the NKVD. To find out how, why, and what is so significant about this breaking news, let's bring back WIN senior national intelligence reporter Edward Snowden, who is live at the Kremlin in Moscow, Russia, with the story. Edward?
Yeah, thank you, Potter. Here at the Kremlin, and been a whole lot of hacking going on here. And I have with me notable Russian hacker. Now, I'm sure you can hear the sounds of medieval battle behind us. There is a Renaissance fair going on, so please, people, do not be alarmed. We are in no danger right now. But I have with me notable Russian hacker Acid Flash.
Hello, it's good to be here. You know, it's kind of silly and weird that there's Renaissance Festival here in Moscow, because Russia never experienced Renaissance. That was a Western European, Italy, and Northern European, like Netherlands, and so.
Oh.
Hey, it finally came to Russia.
Yeah. Only about 500 years too late for you guys.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
Nah. Well, you seem to make do.
Oh yeah, no, when the technological wave came along in Russia, I was one of the first hackers to jump on board train.
And you have ridden that train, farther and harder than anyone else. You've been hacking banks. You were part of the big Sony hacking. I have worked with you personally, helping you get into the NSA.
That was fun. We came across some major tripwires, but we outsmarted them, didn't we?
Yeah. And I just love hanging out with hackers because personally I love Fanta and Doritos.
That is a staple diet. You talk to any hacker, they're gonna when we have a joke. Is your favorite Fanta orange? No. Well, then it must be another color.
Oh, there's that famous Russian sense of humor.
My favorite's grape. We don't get grapes in Russia.
Oh. Well, maybe in 500 years you'll get grape soda too.
Yes, another renaissance.
But you've accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
But Acid Flash, what's next for you? What is left to hack?
Well, I've been brought into the Kremlin, and the government is now. I'm kind of working for the government, for the Russian government, because
the NVKD specifically.
Right. They need some assistance. They have the hackers brought up through the government training programs are very weak.
Weak how?
They're coding. They're coding, and simply the rate at which they can process the information coming at them through the screen,
And so slow typists also.
Yeah. It's like watching grandma play cribbage.
Oh, I think we've all been there.
Yeah. I never met my grandparents.
Oh.
They were taken away by Stalin. They were suspected, for being treasonous. And they were. But, they got them.
Well, then, I say good on the Russian government for taking care of that potential security problem. Now, what do you love most about hacking? Is there one thing?
It is the rush of perhaps being caught. And if one is caught, there is much cleanup to do. But it is like walking a very thin line that, how do you say, is hot. It is a hot...
It's a hot line.
It's a hot line?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I walk the hot line.
And I'll say you do. I'm looking forward to our next trip along the hot line. And, hey, next time Acid Flash, I'll bring the Doritos, all right?
Okay, I bring yellow Fanta this time. Pineapple, nobody likes that one.
Oh, but no grape for us. Oh, Potter, back to you.
Well, Edward, question for you. When are you coming back to the States? Anytime soon?
I really, I like it over here in Russia. I feel safe. So I'm not planning to come back anytime soon, no.
Okay, well, say hi to our friend Vladimir for us.
Oh, I will. We're having lunch tomorrow. I'll send him your love, Potter.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Well, let's go over to the World Sports Desk now and check in with Fired Up Frank, who's outside of Mexico City at the International Camel Spitting Championships. Fired Up, what's going on down there?
Oh, hey, Potter, I am currently covered in spit. As the only member of the media present, I was lashed to a pole and used as the camel spitting target. I don't really know what's going on. They spit in my eyes first, and I haven't seen anything for 2 hours. I just know that the contestants are singing while I am lashed to this pole, covered in camel goo. Back to you.
Well, thank you, Fired Up. I hope you come back with at least some exfoliated skin. Well, let's go check in with the weather now and go to Tulip Sunspring, who's trapped in rush hour traffic due to a snowstorm in Niagara Falls, New York. How's it going out there, Tulip?
This is totally bonkers. You can... My windows, they got frozen, and then they cracked, and then they shattered, so now I have, no windows, except for my windshield. And you can hear that cracking right now. And it's cracking a lot. It looks like spiderweb, but it keeps growing. I'm not sure how many cracks this windshield can handle, because I can't even see through it. I mean, I'm just gonna give it a light tap and see what happens. See, it just seems to be frozen in this crackly position, so... I'm not even moving my car. I don't even know if the cars ahead of me have moved. And I don't want to get out because I have the heaters going on inside the car, and what little warmth they provide is comfortable. As opposed to if I went outside, then I think I would be like this glass and I would shatter.
Well, thank you, Tulip. Again, great reporting on the weather, but at least it seems cold, so we got that information out of you. And thank you all for tuning in to WIN World Local News. I'm Potter Smittss. Good day, and stay tuned for Community Court, next on the World Improv Network.
Give the WinCast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or the KZKO Win blog during the commercial break of a case that needs to be heard during Community Court, next on KZKO.
You are listening to WIN on KZKO. Check them out every Monday from 4 to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Only on KZKO.